What is up, everybody? It's the Don with the Don Tech, and welcome back to my studio. I am back at it with my clothes on again, with my hair done, shower done, all that stuff, and I'm ready to start making better quality content. I am still working on the lights. I don't have the top light on, I've just got the natural light and some studio lights. I was having a significant amount of light on the top of my head with the top light on, which makes sense because I'm about, maybe 6 inches away from that ceiling fan up there, but let's go ahead and try to make the best video I can right now so we can push forward with these top 5 likes and dislikes. So jumping in with an easy like to get into is going to be their modern features and modern quality. They are very streamlined of a headphone. They don't have any buttons. They're all touch controls. They charge with USB-C, which is really, really cool. They also charge on any wireless charging device. Really awesome. They have the Bluetooth 5.1 standard, and they're very modern and sleek looking. Secondly, these things are awesome when it comes to in-ear detection, and that's kind of key with these particular products, especially if they do have the noise cancellation in them. And when you put them in your ear, they know that they're there and they start playing, and then when something is going around, you get a phone call on another device, or somebody needs you, take it out of your ear and it stops automatically. So that is really key with something when you don't have buttons. And it works flawlessly. I haven't had any problems with it whatsoever. The app has worked really well for me. And what I really enjoy about the app is that you can control the active noise cancellation within the app, and then you can also control it with the left bud by tapping it a few times. It's a little bit more difficult to tell the exact level you're at as you tap it on your ear, but being able to use it in the app is really cool because that also means that you don't even need both earbuds in to have that noise cancellation. Doesn't really do much if you only have one ear in, but it's at least something cool that, wow, I can really customize this to have no, noise protrusion on that side if I want to. So I think that's a really cool feature. And a surprising twist from the previous earbuds is that a like on these is going to be their sound. They sound superbly awesome. And this is with or without that active noise cancellation. They sound just awesome. And I just, repeating myself here, but they sound great. There's a lot of details, and the noise and the sound and the music really complements itself. And that's what I love to hear. I love that it doesn't feel like noises and sounds are competing with one another, which was the case of the sport earbuds, but these all complement one another and they really go in sync with one another. I'm still deciding on whether or not the bass is as good, as well as if the sound quality is as good as my Sound Sport Freeze. I'm still working on a review of all 3 of these to compare and contrast, so quite honestly, they have not been good enough yet to replace my old version of headphones, but the sound quality is really, really good. 2 quick honorable mentions before we move on to the final like of this product. The first one is that there's no real lag at all when you listen to anything. Previous versions, including my so beloved Sound Sport Free headphones, you do get a little bit of a lag. And secondly, the single ear is actually okay. It's not that bad. I think that the single ear is not as good because of how they connect and how they go in your ear. These have, similar to the other versions, which makes sense, they go in your ear more than resting on your ear. And they close off, if you can see with this, they kind of close off the noise from the outside, which is good in its own right, but as it leads into dislikes, you'll kind of see why it isn't always the best. But single ear on these was pretty good. So that's an honorable mention for sure. It's not a great like, but single ear means that there's something that I will use in the future. And polishing off the likes on this product is going to be the active noise cancellation feature. That is world class, and it's wireless in these earbuds. That's insane. I have 2 other products from Bose specifically, a actual wireless headphone set, a wired, I don't even know their name, they are a QuietComfort brand, and they also have active noise cancellation. This probably, it beats the wired ones for sure, but I don't know if it beats the wireless headphones, because that's a whole different product in and of itself. This is amazing. I have tried the Sennheiser True Momentum 2 that had that active noise cancellation. Hardly even noticed it. But with these Bose, just phenomenal. I can't even tell you how amazing it is. So for an example, I'm sitting in the living room or wherever I'm at, and I just feel like listening to music and doing something. I do that, I put in my headphones, I have the active noise cancellation on, I'm suddenly in a world to myself. I hear nothing around me whatsoever. And that's what makes the sound quality so good as well. It gets everything from the outside completely blocked out, and there's none of that weird high-pitched whine of it as well. I have used other active noise cancellation systems where you can hear that piercing, that hum, that you can tell they're trying to block out that noise. This doesn't have it. hands down, one of the best, if not the best, active noise cancellation I have ever tried. Oh, wait. There's one more honorable mention before I go into the dislikes, and that's gonna be their phone call quality. I don't like to test these things in relation to how good they are at phone calls, because I don't feel like that's what the product was designed for, but this one specifically has several different microphones inside of it and was supposed to really do a good job at blocking out the noises, and a few phone calls I've made seem really, really good. So as with every empire, there is a downfall, every king, there is an end. Every good product does have negatives to it. Some of these though were hard to come up with, but that's good because it made me really dig deep into the product to come out with 5 dislikes. So I'll do my best to go through and separate them as they are. Let's go ahead and start with the first one that was the most noticeable dislike on this product. They're big, they're heavy, and ear fatigue is real. So when they're in your ear, you don't notice them right away. They fit and feel pretty dang good, but as you're using them for a long period of time, you definitely start to feel them wearing on your ear. These don't weigh any more than these actually, because I've done all that comparison with my upcoming video. They don't weigh any more than these. They're like identical. So why do they give my ear fatigue? And I think it's how they fit and sit in the ear, which is a little bit different. These go on that angle, as you can tell, and these other ones set flat. So I think the angle and the positioning of it has it pulling on the ear more. That gives you an ear fatigue. And I haven't gotten used to it yet. I've been using these for almost a month, almost every single day. So I think that eventually you will get used to it, because quite honestly, I don't remember if I had ear fatigue with my SoundSport Freeze. I mean, that was so long ago, I don't remember. So it's possible that this will be a dislike that goes away. I don't like touch controls. They're most of the time garbage, they are clunky, they don't always work correctly, and they're not reliable. If you're on a phone call or you want to pause something, besides the in-ear detection, which is an entirely different thing, if you want to pause something and having to go, okay, double tap, did it register? I don't know, let me double tap again. Okay, it did register, but then it registered again, so the stuff is playing again. I don't like that. I would prefer a button, press the button, it's done, it stops. So I think these really are reliant on the in-ear detection, so you're supposed to take them out instead of doing the double tap. And same thing with the touch on the left side with the active noise cancellation. I couldn't always tell what level I was at, 30%, 50%, 70%, 100%. So using the app was a lot better and more reliable. So a dislike, I don't like touch controls. Their styling is okay, but it is a dislike. The dirt that they show is a dislike. Before I filmed this, I took a shower. I cleaned my ears. I'm a relatively clean person. I've only put these in for testing during this video. I cleaned them previously, and I can see scuffs. I have no idea if this is gonna work out and look good. I can see scuffs, I can see marks, I can see white flakes and everything from my ears. Moving on to my other pair, the SoundSport Freeze, even though these are white, they do not show the dirt. I don't know the last time I cleaned these. It definitely wasn't in the past month. They look just fine. One day, 1 minute versus a month, it's crazy the difference that's there. So these are very unattractive in that way. My wife has a pair that are black like this. They don't have the dirt on them either. I'd go get them, but I don't know where they are. This product dislike was hard for me to make because I don't usually like to give products reviews and rankings based on how much they cost, but these are $100 more than the sport variants, and the only things they seem to offer, better sound quality, which is important, active noise cancellation, which is important, and better call quality, which is important. But $100 worth is kind of difficult, especially in the market that's out there. And if you're gonna have people looking at these products, it is worth it, but it's not marketed to be worth it enough. Since some of those dislikes have to do with the weight and how uncomfortable they are to wear for a long period of time, to spend $100, you're not necessarily getting a overall better product. It's not like you have two TVs, one is 55 inches, one is 65 inches, same quality, same resolution, same specs. One is just bigger, thus more money. It's not like that at all. Even though these are bigger, but you're actually getting some more negatives than you are positives for that $100, which makes that a dislike overall for me. I don't have a problem with spending that, you know, ho-ho. Products, in my experience, do not get a lot of support from one line or another. It's gonna make companies think, okay, why did this not get support? They're not gonna think of it necessarily as the price. They might think of it as, oh, people don't want active noise cancellation, people don't want the better microphone quality, and they make a lesser product at a lesser cost. So that's kind of where that dislike comes from. Two quick honorable mentions before I go to the final dislike of this product. One of them is gonna be that they are not stylish at all. Of all the products I've used and all the testing that I was doing, they stick out the most, they look the worst, and they do not match anything. Not even on the color side of things, just the style, not that pretty looking. And even though they have no lag when they do connect, they take a while to connect. You pull it out of the case, You put it in your ear, you hear the little chime that says that, you know, it's getting ready to power on or whatever it is, and then it says ready to connect. And then it says connecting to Don's S9. Connected to Don's S9. Whereas the other product, my SoundSport Free, you pull them out, connected to Don's S9. It's much quicker. So once it connects though, it's not a big deal, but again, that's why I have honorable mentions. And going on to my final dislike of this product, which would be arguably, in this case, the biggest dislike of the product. When they are in your ear, you hear the dang footsteps. Every time your heel touches the ground, you hear the noise and you can feel the noise of that. That might be me because I'm more sensitive, as I've mentioned, but I didn't have that with previous earbuds. I had it a little bit with the Sennheisers, but not as much, and that might be because they were lighter weight, I'm not sure. These, you notice it, and they have virtually zero ability for any working out. You do not want to work out in these, do anything active whatsoever. Walking is almost too much in these because of how much impedance you get from every single step that you take. So that's going to be a giant dislike. It's not enough for me to not want the product. It's close though. So there you have it, another product breakdown from the DonTech. Overall, my verdict is I like these headphones. I like them enough to keep them. I'm going to keep them, and I did not buy them just to review them. I don't buy products just to review them. I don't enjoy that practice, but if I do buy a product and I review it, I return it, it's because it was not satisfactory enough to return, but it wasn't purchased for the aspect of making that video, if that makes sense. If I haven't said it, thank you again so much for watching. My name's been the Don. This has been the DonTech. I'm excited to make some more videos for you. Feel free to subscribe to see more of those, and I will see you in the next one, because remember, the Don's got your back. That's annoying. I picked up the standard